Iowa Attorney General Brenna and Iowa Secretary of State Pate have filed a lawsuit against the Biden administration. They're both Republicans and claim the federal government is refusing to share who in Iowa should and should not be voting. This comes after Secretary Pate alleged there were around 2,000 potential non-citizens voting in Iowa elections. KCRG TV9's Brian Tabak joins us live in the studio. Brian, you spoke with the county auditor about how this list of 2,000 impacted the November election.
Black Hawk County Auditor Grant Veeder says he sent out letters to more than 90 people who were on Pate's list of potential non-citizens. He didn't want to speculate on the lawsuit, but he says he wishes this operation would have been handled differently. A day after the state officially certified the November 2024 results, Black Hawk County Auditor Grant Veeder says this election was unlike any he'd seen in his 36 years.
We determined that we would be contacting all the people on our list to let them know that they were on the list.
Veeder, a Democrat, says he received a list of names of over 90 people who he believed might be barred from voting due to their citizenship status. He says they reached out to all of those people to alert them to bring paperwork that proves they're citizens of the U.S.
Around 30 people came in ahead of time and presented proof of citizenship. So when we sent those lists to the individual precinct polling places, those names were removed.
Veeder says in the end, a handful of people who voted absentee didn't come back in with proof of citizenship, so their ballots got pulled.
Their ballots were not counted. We can't be sure that, whether they were citizens or not. We just know that they did not provide proof of citizenship.
The Des Moines Register collected data from 97 of the state's 99 counties, showing 28% of the people on the list Pate provided did vote this last election, and 87% of them provided the proper paperwork to prove their citizenship. Veeder says he just wishes Pate's office hadn't waited until 2 weeks before the election to release the list of potential non-citizens. Early voting had already started.
I think it would have been better if there would have been more time out front to make determinations.
Secretary of State Pate's office gave TV9 a statement about why Iowa is filing this lawsuit, saying, in part, "We remain frustrated by the lack of cooperation from the federal government, and we've identified solutions that will allow us to verify voter eligibility at registration instead of waiting until the time of voting." Live in the studio, Brian Tabak, KCRG TV9 News.